Hey everybody, this video is going to be a story time about how my stubborn ass girlfriend, who doesn't listen, had me fully convinced she had found a massive glitch in Disney Dreamlight Valley just for it to have actually been user error all along. This story is going to focus around Stitch's socks, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. If not, I'll put a video about it here on the screen. As I'm filming this, she literally just asked me if she could get the third sock immediately after getting the second, after I've told her about 12 times and posted a video about how there's 5 days in between. And no, she's not dumb. She's actually highly intelligent. She just does not listen and is extremely stubborn, but I love her to death. Mind you, it took me 2 months to even convince her to get this game after she kept saying she didn't want to play it, she wasn't gonna like it, and I'm like, okay, guess what? She freaking loves it. So she finally just unlocked the Forgotten Lands, which she's been super excited about, and so I was watching her make her first pumpkin farm and just kind of helping out. And I'm like, oh, did you get Stitch's first sock yet? Because there's 5 days in between, so you want to get it as soon as possible, so that way you don't have to wait forever to get Stitch on your valley. She's like, what sock? What are you talking about? I'm like, girl, do you even watch my videos? I'm like, okay, so it's a sock that you pick up and then it'll start this quest and then you have to go talk to Donald Duck and then you'll have to like stomp trash in his house. And then, do you remember anything like this? She's like, no, I haven't done that. I'm like, okay, so the first stock is on Dazzle Beach, so let's go there right now and look for it. It should be on this island, but a couple people in my comments said it could be in this grass area by the glade. So she runs all over the entire beach and the sock is nowhere to be found. And I'm like, that's so weird, but some people said their first sock was like in the meadow or like anywhere. So let's just like check these other locations that I had put in my video and all the ones that people put in my comments. This woman is a huge know-it-all, okay? She works in IT. She always has to be right. And if you like put on an inkling that she might be wrong, she catches a huge attitude. So she's getting like real stiff and she's like, you know what? I'll just run over the entire island and see if the sock is there. I'm like, okay. She does 2 trips around the entire valley and I'm sitting right there breathing down her neck watching. I'm like, I'm a Dreamlight Valley YouTuber, okay? I started a YouTube channel. I will recognize this sock and I will see it. She's like, it's not on my valley. I'm like, it's most certainly there. Like, unless something is wrong with your game file, it's there. So like, please just look a little bit closer. I'm like, some people in the Discord said that the sock could be like glitched under items. So how about we go into furniture mode and move stuff around? The audacity of this bitch. She moves one singular house off of her beach and it's not under it. And she's like, it's not on my valley. I'm like, do you think that maybe I could sit on your computer and look myself? She's like, no. She goes, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm like, I'm not saying you're doing something wrong. I'm just saying that maybe, you know, your eyes didn't see it like it happened. Sometimes we walk right by something and don't notice it. And I've seen the sock before and know exactly what to look for and where it's supposed to be. And you haven't. And I can't really see that well, like standing behind her, you know, it's like much easier if you're the one playing. We have a very playful relationship and I can just tell she is not gonna let me on that PC tonight. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, you're right. Your game is glitched. I'll figure it out tomorrow, okay? This entire time, by the way, I have been absolutely deep diving in my YouTube comments on my Stitch video as well as in the Dreamlight Discord for any extra locations that the first sock could be because I'm so convinced that we're just not seeing it. Fast forward to the next day, she comes home from work and hops on to harvest her pumpkins and starts complaining that I didn't tell her that she has to water them halfway through. I did tell her. I told her several times. I'm like, hey, can we look for your sock again because maybe it like spawned in today for some reason and we'll just see what we didn't see. She's like, okay, fine. Once again, a whole trip around the valley emphasizing on the places it's supposed to be, and I'm like, that is so weird. Like, maybe your game is broken. I'm like, are you 1000% sure you didn't do this quest? I explain how the quest kind of goes. I'm like, it's like sock stealing aliens is what it's called. She's like, I didn't see any aliens. And I'm like, there's no aliens. I never said there was aliens. She's like, my game is just broken. My game is just broken. And I'm like, okay. She's like, you want to get on and check, don't you? I'm like, I really do. Like, it's not that I think you're doing something wrong. I just need to see for myself. And, you know, maybe I can then like update your game files, make sure everything's good. I just like have played this game a lot, you know? She's like, fine, Shelby. I tell y'all, it took me 30 seconds to find this freaking sock. Okay, so I actually recorded it. So here's what I did. Okay, first I just like checked around those areas to make sure that we didn't just miss it. And then I went all the way into furniture mode, zoomed all the way out and just started moving everything around because you can actually see the sock in furniture mode. And as long as you don't click done, you can just click undo all and all the damage you just did will be undone. So it wasn't on the most common spot in the beach, but when I was moving everything on the little beach part next to the glade, I kind of like zoomed out and zoomed my mouse towards the meadow and I see the sock laying there in the meadow and I'm like, oh my god, I found the sock. So I close the game and tell her and she's like, what do you mean? How did you find it? I'm like, I want you to get on and be the one to pick it up so you can see. So she gets on, she goes to that pond in the meadow and she's like, oh, it is there. Oh my gosh. Mind you, I had just picked up my second sock from the same exact place this same exact morning. So I'm like, it's so weird. Your first sock is in the same position as my second sock and pretty much everyone else's second sock. Isn't that weird? I'm like, I know that some people said that their first sock was in the meadow, but it wasn't there for you yesterday. Are you 1000% 100% sure you did not do this quest. She's like, no, I definitely didn't do it. I'm like, okay, that's weird. At least your game isn't broken. Go ahead and pick it up. She picks it up and guess what? Text explodes across the screen. The sock-stealing space alien strikes again. Meaning the sock-stealing space alien had already striked. Meaning the first quest was already finished. Meaning she already had frickin' picked up the frickin' sock. She starts laughing super hard and she's like, I swear I didn't do it. I'm like, can you go look at my frickin' YouTube video and see if you recognize doing that quest? She looks at it and she, in the most casual, unbothered tone, is like, oh yeah, I do kind of remember this. I like the amount of effort that I was putting in for no freaking reason just because she wouldn't look and see if she did the quest, because she's like, I had explained to her exactly what the quest is like, and she just, when she plays, she does not read a single dialogue. She clicks as fast as she can, and I told her this. I'm like, you know that you play this way, so are you sure that you would remember doing this quest? Anyways, I just thought it was funny and I would share. I'm glad her game isn't broken. I was actually planning on making a video on like how to fix the broken sock quest, because she truly had me convinced that it was just broken. I'm thinking about making a video of like all known sock locations, because I know some people's are messed up or stuck under items. So if you guys have like a funky spot that your sock was in, if you want to put it down in the comments below, or even like tweet me a screenshot or something, I can put it in that video. I'm probably only gonna make it if I get enough different spots, because if it's just like one extra spot, then what's the point? Because I already posted the original video, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my girlfriend being stubborn. My girlfriend, like, I love her to death and she's super smart and she thinks she's always right, and she usually is unless it's against me. If it's against me, I am right even more, so she needs to just accept that at this point. If you guys want more chill or funny story times to throw up on your second monitor while you're playing Dreamlight, let me know. This is my first video like this, but I thought that those of you who have done the Stitch quest or are struggling with it, or who have a partner and you both play Dreamlight, would relate and laugh. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you're new for more Dreamlight content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really good rest of your day.